This is Good Morning Mumbai, and you're with Rishi K.
Radio 1.
On my summer project, we're talking cricket and football today. Chirag Patel is Director and Chief Strategy Officer at KOO Sports. Hi Chirag, welcome to the show.
Hi, how are you? Thank you.
I want to get the background of what KOO Sports is and why should I come to you if I were to train my child in cricket or football. Talk about the expertise.
Sure. KOO Sports, in short, was started about 3 or 4 years ago. The fundamental objective of developing grassroots level programs at schools. The thinking behind KOO Sports is that in India we have focused quite a lot on academics, and we've done some great stuff there. But if you look at sports and the outcomes for sports are definitely not up to the mark when we compare ourselves to the international standards. So we set about going to schools, talking to the schools and say, look, why don't we run your physical education and the sports education program on your behalf? And in return, we package this with expertise, which includes a curriculum for sports. It includes coaches which are trained to deliver the respective sports. It has all the equipment, and the equipment basically is there to interplay and deliver the sports program. Now, what that does is two things. First, it enables the kid to understand sports in a sort of a language which he or she is more used to. There's a lot of fun, there's music, and then there is obviously the key technical aspects of the sports. The second, from a school's perspective, it takes away the pain of running a sports and a physical education program. So we take that pain in order to make sure that we run it consistently. Now, having done that for 2 or 3 years, we realized that the next step is to run these programs for each of the individual sports in a systematic professional way. Now, you can't train a child in cricket at age here in a 30-minute, PE education sort of class. So what we do is we run after school hour academies, which is post the school hours, and there we do the high intensity professional training. And currently we are doing cricket and football, and we've got more sports rolling out as well. Here the training is different, is more intensive, it is more engaging for the child, and I'll sort of talk to you about a bit more in that in detail. But fundamentally what you're therefore doing is taking a lot of sports options during the school hours, letting the child work through that, and then the child can then pick up whatever he or she is most interested in, as opposed to throwing a sport at a child and then forcing the child to do that.
Parents are very selfish creatures sometimes.
Yes.
The main reasons they don't put their child into sports is what is the scope in the future? Will it net him or her a job?
So we said that, look, focus on what is good for the child first. Now, if the child is interested in sports, don't let that interest go away. Because by playing cricket, you don't necessarily have to become a cricket star. You can do other things in life which will help you.
Chirag Patel, Director and Chief Strategy Officer at KOO Sports. More conversation with him up ahead.
This is Good Morning Mumbai, and you're with Rishi K.
Radio 1.
Chirag Patel is an interesting bloke. He gave up his engineering background, working at blue chip companies in the United Kingdom, to follow his passion, which is sports. And he's now Director and Chief Strategy Officer at KOO Sports. So, what are your summer projects?
Yeah, so we are currently running 2 nationwide summer camps, as we call them. They are essentially in cricket and in football. Why are we doing this? We're doing this with 2 objectives. One is to bring the sport to the kids in different parts of the city in a professional way. There are loads of people who run these summer camps across India, and we have no objection to that. Some of them are really of great quality. But what we've done is we have our own way, our own methodology of delivering cricket and football, and we are taking it nationwide. We are running some very, very interesting camps currently in Mumbai as well. We are doing 2 sports, cricket and football. Now let's talk about cricket first. In cricket, what we have done is that before we started this cricket programs, we partnered with Rajasthan Royal. So the question is, why did we partner with Rajasthan Royal? Rajasthan Royal is one of the few interesting IPL teams which is focused a lot on smart play, on technical components in terms of selecting their players as well. And amongst the few whom we were interacting with, we felt that we were philosophically aligned in terms of really taking and permeating the cricket at a grassroots level. So what they're doing is they're helping us with the technical expertise. So we have access to their coaches and their technical experts and their analysts. And what we've done is we have written a proprietary cricket training program. And that's what we're taking into the market. We also run what we call is our sports development centers. These are 10 months in a year sort of program as well. Given the summer holidays, kids have a lot of time if they don't go on holidays. We run these as intensive 15 days, 20 days program. If you go within those camps, you will find is that a bunch of kids not just playing a sport like cricket. What they're doing is that they are learning lots of other things which are extremely important from a development perspective. So yes, skill is important. Yes, technique is important. but there are other things like team play, like ethical management, etc. Those are all embedded in our program.
Who are your principal coaches?
We have about 30 or 40 odd coaches who are trained in cricket, and these are supervised by two ex-Ranji players, and we have spent a lot of time working with these players, a chap called Dinesh Jaiman in Udaipur, and another gentleman called Vincent in Hyderabad. The reason why we're working with them is that they understood that whatever we have to do at the grassroots level, and that's at age 3. So if you have to introduce a sport and if you want to get the cricket going, we have to make sure that we prove that talent from age 8 onwards. So they are reinforcing the program. To give you a simple example, if a kid is bowling, in normal academies you will see that the coach is standing at a distance and observing and then giving feedback. That's what we call instruction led. You will find our coaches actually working with the child, literally from the run up right up till the end through follow through as well. So these are the kind of nuances which are there in our program, which just gets the kids motivated. And even they are not forcing the child to sort of play cricket. They are engaging and they're motivating. So even they themselves are coming into a sort of a different world. So it's a great combination.
Up at Spencer Johnson, he runs their football program, Cool Sports. Also an opportunity for you guys to win yourself some free football and cricket classes with their academies. Don't go anywhere. It's 94.3 Radio 1.
This is Good Morning Mumbai, and you're with Rishi K.
Radio 1.
Spencer Johnson is a football coach and a really interesting mix as far as culture is concerned. A Brazilian who's lived predominantly in the US. So that must be an interesting life when you look back.
It has been. It's been very exciting. Thank you for having me.
Excellent. What is the football project or what you're doing with Cool Sports? What is so special about it? Talk us through the mechanics of it.
So essentially what we do and what we've picked up over the past 6 to 8 months since we've started these academies is a methodology called Fanino. And we've adapted this from Horst Wein, which is a German national hockey player. He played back in the day, and he was a hockey coach up until he transferred into football, and now he lives in Spain and he works with a lot of the very high-level professional teams in Spain. And his philosophy is small-sided games, right? Give more engagement to the kids and also more time, more exposure with the ball. For example, in a 90-minute game, I would say on average, a professional player would spend 1.5 to 2 minutes maximum with the ball. And so if you look at that percentage-wise, how much value are they getting out of that on 11-a-side pitch? So what he's done is he's really cut it down. He's compressed it into these 1v1s, 2v2s, 3v3 methodology because it gives the kids that exposure, that time on the ball, and that really that extra oomph, right, that they need to like take the game to the next level. I would say that also the way that he approaches it, the coaching philosophy itself, is very game intelligence based. Football has gone through 4 phases since its conception. It started off as a technical game, right? First, we need to figure out how to use our feet to manipulate the ball. Second, it came tactical. How do we set up a team to win a game? Third was physicality. We got bigger, faster, and stronger. And now the 4th phase is this game intelligence piece. And this is what professional coaches are looking for now. Are smart players who can go out there on the pitch and solve problems. And the way that we coach this methodology is through question-based and discovery-based learning. And so most of our coaching, as you'll see if you guys ever came to a camp, would be coaches rather than giving instruction, telling a kid to run to this cone, then switch direction, run to this cone, take a shot. As we know in the sport of football, creativity is key. You'll never have a continuous, you'll never have a one direction, one option. You'll always have multiple options, multiple decisions to be made. So building a smart player who can problem solve on the field and create a better option is always the better way to go. And so the way that he works is purely off of question based, and it's actually a very exciting program.
Spencer, I'm keen to know how many people you would have in a batch, for example. Does everybody get individual attention?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
So the goal of a coach, of course, is to make sure that every kid gets its individual attention and that the training is modular. So that every kid, no matter what the level, because in every batch you're going to have a 10 out of 10 on skill and a 1 out of 10 on skill, right? And so every kid needs individual attention and needs the individual focus to take their game to the next level. But everyone moves at a different pace and it has a different skill set. And so our coaches are specifically trained to deliver that module training and skill specific to every kid. And I would say we work for about 15 to 20 maximum in a batch, around there. We don't want to go anything more than that because we feel like it's overkill. The kids are not getting the attention they deserve.
And the age span, how early can they start, until what
So,
age?
Fanino was actually built based off of kind of the Bundesliga, the La Liga in the Spain and Germany, 7 to 9, 7 to 12-ish range. We've seen that since coming to India that we can kind of expand that
Yep.
from around 7 all the way up to around 15, 17, even up above that, depending on this kid's level. But I would say that the right time to start football, if the kid is passionate about it, would be around age 7, 6 to 7.
Okay, Cool Sports has been kind enough to give us 5 workshops, or could I call them sessions, in either cricket or football. All you have to do is get onto our Facebook page or our Twitter handle and post pictures of your favorite football star. Come on, the World Cup's around the corner. I'm sure you have lots and lots of favorites. It could be club or international football. So go ahead, post those pictures, and you'll hear from us. It's facebook.com/radio1.mum, RADIOONE.MUM. And on Twitter, it's @HRISHIKAY. You can like the page or you can follow me on Twitter. And you will, on the timeline, see pictures of these gentlemen, of Chirag and Spencer, and right under there is where you post and you win. One last leg of conversation with Chirag up ahead, and this time we're going to be talking about sports beyond these two, and also some grounds and some methodology whereby you can get in touch with them.
This is Good Morning Mumbai, and you're with Rishi K.
Radio 1.
On my summer project, Chirag Patel, Director and Chief Strategy Officer at Cool Sports. We've been having really vibrant conversation here about football, cricket, and now we come to other sport. Chirag, wherefore from here, post-football and cricket?
Yeah, great question. Look, we started with cricket and football, and that's a natural place to start in a country like India, because these are popular sports. There is increasing amount of interest into these sports, and it's doing what it's doing. But if you just step back, you will see that in these sports, you will have a high percentage of boy population. I mean, there are exceptions. My daughter is a great football player, and she is going into the football academy. But those are exceptions. So what we recognize is that as opposed to forcing a sport to a girl population, why don't we focus on sports which is amenable to girls as well? So there are 2 camps and academies which we're focusing on, is on basketball and on volleyball. Now we have seen, particularly in tier 2 and tier 3 cities, smaller cities, the girls often not only just love the sport, but they become free-spirited. This is their way of having fun as well. So these are important social aspects which we're also sort of contemplating. We are going to have basketball by the end of this year, and then volleyball, sort of start of next year. But that's the road forward. I mean, these are also extremely vibrant sports. They have the right balance. I'm not saying that the boys don't play the sports. It has got the right balance, but it overall, it takes the sport to across the country.
Chirag, for people who are listening to this interview on Bombay radio sets, if they just want to walk in, where are you stationed as of now?
Yeah, so currently we are running camps both for football and cricket at Hiranandani School in Powai. The sessions are running during the summer camps period from 8 to 10 o'clock. So anybody can just walk in there and you'll find a Cool Sports staff and talk to that. You also have a lot of information on our website, which is www.koosports.com. Just
where the Koo is with an H.
Where the Koo is with an H. It actually is, KOOH. That's a great prompt which you've given me. It stands for Kids Out of Home.
Ah, nice.
The name of the company is Kids Out of Home, and the whole idea is to let them play, let them have fun. We also have a Facebook page.
So Cool Sports on Facebook, and if you go and register with your name and number, there are lots of free sessions there also.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's what you guys need to do. We're streaming this live as we speak on the internet all across the country. So which other cities are you in?
Yeah, so we are, if I start from the north, we are in Jalandhar, we are in Delhi, the entire NCR region, we are in Lucknow, in Udaipur, we are in Calcutta, we are in Ahmedabad, obviously Bombay, we are in Goa and Chennai, and finally Hyderabad. So it's across the country.
Thanks very much, Chirag, for hanging with me.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you.